What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Nights Flashpoint. We're starting this one out in the hideout because we've got a story-ish mission, a side quest mission, I suppose, to run. And when I have the ability to, I'd like to put the dialogue in the recording. So our gun runner friend, Diego, has an offer for us. He's holding some E-rifles, but we need to move quick. So what's going on there? It's your lucky day, my friend. Deal on some guns. Great. So E-rifles are a very, very rare weapon type. They're basically short-range automatics. They have extremely high pure damage, very good armor shred, but they have limited reloads and cannot be silenced. They're expensive, sure. Well, good job getting them. We'd definitely be interested. You can, of course, carry extra batteries, though not in this challenge run because we're not using consumables. That's fine, though. And then, well, there's a problem. Okay, so what's the catch? Well, he doesn't have them yet. Yeah. They're stuck in Fenian turf. Alright, so we can basically answer in either way. Why would they cause you trouble? Well, they don't like him very much. Alright, but we can do the dead drop job. So this is a basically one and done side quest mission, and if we run it, we get to bring him back his E-rifles. Happy. He'll pay us pretty well. Keep in mind, we're getting half money for this mission because of our difficulty settings, so this would normally pay 330k. Keep in mind, he trusts us at 32%, so this would normally give us around 300k, right? That'd be like the normal base pay for this mission. Okay, not bad overall. And yeah, we have the ability to buy a rifle from him, which we could clearly afford with this money here. And so we can go ahead and plan the mission. There is some extra added dialogue for funsies, right? You can't go anywhere near it. So no finesse in the job. It's pure combat, nothing special going on. I've already kitted out my squad. We can go look at this real quick. We're already sorting by gear. I went and bought new barrel mods for the pistols because I just wanted as much damage as possible. Ultimately, we've got plenty of money. There's not a ton to spend it on. We're between missions as it is anyway. And so adding 10 ballistic, 10 pure damage, as well as 25 crit damage, actually pretty good considering how often we're going to be looking at crits here with snipers on the team. So same setup for all these three, but with Rhino stepping in as a second combatant, we decided to give her a revolver instead. We don't have the fourth sure shot ready yet. It's not finished crafting. And I decided that sure shot was worth holding because of the one action point shot. And it's a pretty meaningful damage upgrade. And just sort of arbitrarily decided that a level 1 revolver is better than the non-epic level 2 pistol. I didn't really think about it very much. I just thought it was going to be, you know, why not, let's do it. We were still holding on to a level 1 sniper rifle, so I equipped her with it. And then for fun, grabbed all of the best mods I could. So adding some max range, adding some flat ballistic damage, adding some crit damage here, adding some accuracy and crit damage here. Yeah, there's a ton of recoil, but if you focus fire, you don't actually notice the recoil change, so that doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, the recoil is, that's actually even still only 16, so really not miserable. Ultimately, yeah, we have a sniper with a sniper rifle. Wonderful stuff. She has plus 9% accuracy. Pretty solid. And so, yeah, we'll see how a sniper does in a mission like this. Didn't want to bother buying a new sniper for him. He's still an assault rifle. That should be fine. But yeah, we've got ourselves I would say this is a relatively difficult mission. They've had to make it easier over time. A few months ago, you could only run 3 mercs. That made it very hard. They recently changed the map architecture to give more cover. I think I've played it once with the new cover. So we're here. We've got the E-rifles. They're right there in that crate. So they're biochipped, which means we can't hijack them ourselves. But the Fenian are indeed on the way. I didn't end up going to my field ops center, and so I didn't end up getting any leverage. I really should have considered doing that. I think it would have been a good idea. But as it is, we are surrounded. There is only so much cover. And of course, we have no way of getting any healing. Now, also worth noting, they have some pretty tanky guys, right? 77 armor, 77 armor. These guys are pretty chill, pretty easy. 77 armor, decent evasion. And then over here, we've got decent evasion and actually quite killable, which is nice. So probably going to go for, like, knocking these guys out. Also worth noting, by the way, yeah, I don't have any good ways of yielding yet, but we'll look in a second. So, go to Tactical Surge. I obviously want to get my soldier set up for success. He does have 2-turn savagery, so I really want to let him get a kill in one of the easy groups, right? Either like these guys or these guys. And then use savagery to absolutely mow down these people who have armor, and we can use that pure damage upgrade to make it easier. So we ideally set up for him, if at all possible. Where none of their initial rolls aren't very high, so we have a bit of space with yields. Let's see, where would I fight from? Let's actually use this to kind of check out. So if I want to kill these guys, you have to go pretty far. You have to burn quite a few action points to get like this line of sight. That is not ideal. If we have to do it, we will, right? The soldier will have +1 action point thanks to Tactical Surge. Coordinated Charge. So, you know, he'll have exactly 6 AP. He'll spray at this group and then hopefully can transfer it to that group. Half cover is okay. Of course, they can move and break the cover. Guaranteeing this kill is going to be a little bit tough, but probably still ideal. Also, by being out here, it'll be a lot harder for these guys to shoot us. And almost impossible for these guys to shoot us. So I do kind of like running over here to get this line of sight. Otherwise, these guys are almost impossible to hit. This thing is in the way. Makes it way too difficult. So it's going to be this almost no matter what. Which means that's kind of where we're going to throw down things like JTAC Strike Zone. So what's nice also is we can be pretty liberal with this because we have 2 snipers. So we can kind of just throw a lot of stuff down and not worry about it too much. So JTAC there covers the squad pretty well. I'm going to strike zone this group because we know we're going to go for them. And so we'll like make sure we catch as much of the road in as possible. I'm going to have you hold the sniper for when it's actually needed. So we can chill for a second here. I'm going to do a... Let's see, do I want to throw down an extra strike zone? I think not for these basic guys. So I'm going to do a short yield. Put coordinated down. Okay, great. So now we've got the extra move points and everything else here. I'm going to have you look to kill these guys. Now, there's not any other accuracy things to talk about, except for the fact that I want to be inside of JTAC. So I'm going to walk up to here. And that should let me soften them up so that I can basically one-hit them with the Gunslinger Soldier. That looks pretty good. In fact, do I want to marker sights them? I'll marker sights them for crit chance. I think it's worth it. Otherwise, I'll save the rest of the charges, though. And then, yeah, we full auto here. Crit chance 37%. Probably get one of them with a crit. Okay. I think it's going to be low enough that they die. So I'm going to go ahead and have you immediately stop. I'm going to have you try to do as much damage as possible. Put you here. That is 6 AP left. That is clear line of sight on them. You're in JTAC. These guys are not in any kind of debuff here. This is basic Iron Grip. My current recoil is 7. I think it's worth going for Iron Grip then here. This gives me some damage upgrade as well. Okay, this is very likely to kill. And we crit, which is good because it gives us Savagery plus Recoup. And now you guys are taking a lot of damage because I have a ton of ballistic pure damage upgrade. Crit chance is 101%. That's great considering this gun. Well, it's only critting for 1.5. I don't have any extra crit damage here, but yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. Savagery is just, oh, it's so good. You can't reach me. I'm gonna go ahead and have him safely delay. I would actually like to throw another JTAC down so I can fight these guys in a reasonable spot. So I'm going to delay. I'm going to do a full delay. I'm going to do a yield. I'm going to have him throw a JTAC down. I'm going to save Strike Zone for when we're going to really need it, because I don't know when we're going to, but it's not instantly. I think that's going to be reasonable coverage. And I probably should have him get out of position and go fight some more. So, and I also want to run as little as possible so that I don't create more recoil if I can help it. Difficulty is actually getting in range of these guys. So I think I'm going to have to burn down to 3 action points no matter what. And so it's, yeah, I can basically go here and get them, or I can go here and it's ugly. So I think it's go here and get these guys. I don't love not being behind any cover, but I didn't, you know, really plan for that. So that's my bad. But it looks like standing there is reasonable. I have clear line of sight. I should pretty clearly be inside of JTAC, so this would be the play. Accuracy's looking not bad. No reason to waste Strike Zone yet. I think I'm going to save it for I mean, is there even a more important turn than this one? Like, do I actually have anything else to look at here? I feel like once we get rid of the core crew, we can just focus them as they come down. So I'm going to throw down Strike Zone early. I think, yeah, aiming it like this should allow me to catch, like, all these doors reasonably well. And probably catch cards no matter how they come in. I'm going to put you there. And then now, of course, the hit chance and crit chance is very, very good. Might as well Iron Grip since just want to get the accuracy, want to get the damage. There we go, 100%. Crit chance 7%, not bad. Good crits, not quite a kill. It's expected, though. Don't need to go into any kind of Overwatch yet. In fact, I can't use Death Watch. But regular Overwatch doesn't seem needed. So you can safely end your turn. Alright, now for sniping. You are buffed. Yes, indeed. Alright. Well, so basically what the plan here is going to be, I guess it's pick guys off that are easy to pick off, and then let people with automatics get everything else going well. So what's fun, by the way, is I also have Savagery. It's only one turn Savagery, so it's a little bit harder to use. But yeah, it's looking pretty good here. I think we can just take that shot, and it's going to look pretty good overall. And ideally, I want to shoot the guys who have armor while I have pure damage upgrade, because that's going to be the best use of it. I don't think I need to go for Iron Grip here. My accuracy is already good. 10% ballistic pure damage doesn't seem that important. I think we're just safe to go for the shot. Crit chance is very, very high. If I crit, it's more than 2x. I've got 2.38x damage on crit, so it is very likely this guy gets completely one-shot here. Yep, down you go. And then because I have 2 movement points left, I can run up and try to go for a pistol shot. So it's not going to be the most accurate, I'm pretty sure, because I got quite a bit of recoil generated from everything else. But yeah, 64 is not horrible. I can bump that by 12 here. I think it's worth it because I don't want to be caught unable to finish this kill. It still could miss, but it's going to be a lot nicer here. Thank you, crit chance. It's fun when a plan comes together. Alright, I think you're just going to chill then. I think you standing here instead of JTAC and looking for the next respawn is correct. You're not going to be able to reach this, right? So just save your action points. I guess I can yield because you never exactly know, but the annoying thing is you are hard to shoot because you're behind this wall over there and you're almost certainly going to... You're just going to make my life miserable. Alright, well, from here is going to be acceptable. We're clearly in attack range, and I'm definitely inside of JTAC, so this should be able to wear you down. Let's hope it's going to be enough overall. That crit helps, actually. And because I crit him, he actually gets hit by... see, how much health do you have? 90? How much damage do you actually do per shot? Oh, easily more than that. Okay. So I got a guaranteed glancing hit. I mean, this would theoretically fail. It's really unlikely. But this preserves some ammo in the gun. And by doing so... And we also just hit Steamroll on the team. Oh, I should have ended my turn instead of delaying, because I forgot about Steamroll being a thing I was going to have. So that was unfortunately a waste of... a buff duration, so that's too bad. Oh well. Turn 1 looks good. Of course, we have more incoming signatures. Not a big surprise. Turn 2. Hello. Okay. You guys are not armored. There's only that one crew, which makes it kind of nice for us. Yeah, you being behind that box is really annoying. We have to go really far out of the way to get clean line of sight on you. I think I'd rather go from here. I think not spending an action point would be nice. So I'm going to shoot here, and that's actually pretty reasonable. I mean, instead of JTAC, my gun's range is pretty good, so it doesn't really hurt me to be at max range. Big crit. Let's just kill you. You're definitely dead here. Big crit. Cool. Your turn is done, of course. Rhino's going to have really no good way of getting line of sight here to go really far. I don't think we need to do this. Well, I mean, she does have a ton of extra move points from everything else. I could even try to run up to, like, here and use high ground, but... I also want to reload my gun. Actually, you know what? I can go pretty far. I think going here is acceptable. Obviously, I get a ton of move points because of Steamroll being bugged and giving you extra. If your turn is over, you get 2 move points. You get 2 move points instead of 1. All right, this might land. Not bad. And the turn here for the... Instead of shooting again, I'd rather reload. Since I have more than enough action points with the rest of my team to get this kill, I want to be ready for turn 3 or 4 instead. Similar here, actually, where I'm only going to shoot once, and if I don't get the kill, we'll wait for someone else to finish this. It's going to look pretty good overall. Yep, great. Well, no one's going to have any move points left next turn, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to be where I want to be. But we should be alright here. Yeah, not a very exciting turn for you. I'm going to have you stand here so we can kind of like cover all the other areas because no one's really covering that exit or entrance or whatever. But generally, like the spawns are, you know, here, 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 there, any of those doors, right? Okay, well, you're chilling. And okay, here comes the next wave. Yeah, they're behind these boxes. That shouldn't be too bad, though. Okay, 2 waves here. Okay, they're all right in front of this guy. This is a pretty clear JTAC turn, if possible. You can go be special from over there. We definitely want his damage. Worth noting that I don't believe he has Savagery back unless I use Rewind. This might be a pretty good Rewind turn, actually. I'm really tempted to use it. One downside is... Oh, okay, actual optimal range is kind of bad here, and I want to walk back into JTAC, so... yeah, I'm gonna walk here. And I'm going to soften one of them up so that we can go for the Savagery combo again. I think that'll be the play. Let's put you here. Shoot one of them. I guess you have the highest hit chance. Crit chance is 1/3. Okay, crit almost kills him. That's actually pretty nice, actually. I'm just going to throw down Death Watch because I can. We like to get the kill anyway, but this is kind of free. I want to rewind him. So I'm going to walk up here. I'm in JTAC, which is good. I'm going to rewind you so that you have Savagery and Recoup back so you can go mental this turn. I'm going to leave those guys where they are. I'm going to get these guys weaker. It's basically free damage here. And by free damage, I mean just I should be putting out damage when I can, so we'll just do that. And have you do a short yield so that he can go for the killing spree. Oh, right, he has coordinated charge back. That makes sense. Well, we're only going to have 2 people with it. It's fine, though. This should very clearly kill 1. The crit should give me the action points back. I'm going to switch over to shooting you guys. That's... yeah, not horrible. I'm not guaranteed to land it. Actually, I should go for Iron Grip then for the recoil. Now I get guaranteed glancing hits. That's an improvement. Oh, yeah, looks pretty good. 96 and 86. Yep, you guys are going to die. Yeah, 700 damage crits. Yep, seems good. I don't guarantee this on you, but... actually, your pistol still doesn't guarantee it, but... yeah, shoot a pistol. Whatever. Great. 273. Thanks, Savagery. No reloads available. That's fine. End of turn in JTAC. Seems reasonable. You're doing nothing. Seems reasonable. Here we go, turn 4. Okay. That's just fine. You're too far away to do anything. Thankfully, so this is what? Are you have an Urban Assault? Yeah, you have an Urban Assault. And you have Frenzy Canisters. So this guy has buff grenades, basically. Damage and crit. That gun definitely matters. This sword is not that important. Yeah, are you even remotely going to be able to be in combat here? I guess we can run all the way up and go for a pistol shot. It's not ideal. I'm going to go for a yield. Which one of you has JTAC? You don't. So I'm going to have you yield again and have you throw down JTAC. Let's have the team fight from roughly around here. Ideally, I want line of sight on both of you. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get without wasting action points. And I'd rather be able to shoot as many times as possible. So I'm just going to get you both debuffed. And we'll just try to wear you guys down. Big crit. That's nice. We'll just do it again. There's 1 kill. Great. That's my turnover. That's okay. I don't think I need to run you still. I think it's fine. We'll just delay this, and then you can step up. And it's only 1 shot, but that's fine. Should be decent damage. If we crit, it's a lot. Great. I don't think I'll need Overwatch. I'll yield. Actually, I can't yield, right, because I have 0 AP. I think Summoner always gets the skill. I think there's no reason to be precious or scared or anything. Tactical Surge seems... it's going to be kind of annoying. I'm basically wasting Tactical Surge on Raze, which is too bad, but... oh, well, let's do it anyway. I don't care. I can wait and burn it on turn 5. There's no reason to hold on to it, I guess, right now. Or start the cooldown right now. This mission isn't like 9 turns long, so I can just do what I want. Yeah, you're guaranteed dead. Thanks, accuracy buffs. See you, nerd. Looks like we got steamroll again. Cool, works for me. 1 action point, so might as well reload. And then you can just reload your guns as well, and we'll see you in a turn or so. You were not in steamroll range, so I kind of want to walk you forward, but I also want you to be in JTAC. I also aimed JTAC way too far forward. I don't know why I aimed it like that. That was... Oh, yeah, because it's the other one right here. That's why. Whatever, I'm just going to leave you where you are. I don't care. Alrighty, turn 5. And right there, they spawn a sniper. Alright, well, we got to knock him down, of course. I'm going to yield. I want to get my squad in tactical surge. Looks like I got to take like 1 step to do so. That'll put him in the buff, no problem. Great. I could reload the assault rifle, or I can just go for pistol shots here. I'm tempted to say just pistol shots. I think this will be okay. It's got good damage, is the thing, because we put the muzzle mod on it, and so, like, we'll click, right? And we get, even after armor, okay, 8 pure damage is kind of whatever, but hey, you know, the armor took 97, we still got, you know, 107, so 115 per hit's not horrible. Right, 103 there. There's the crit, so we can lower your evasion and crit vulnerability even more. I'm going to have you just chill. This kill is pretty much free. Here, we got to get the range better, I guess. Still going to be obstructed, but I want to keep the JTAC buff. See ya, nerd. Alright, well, no one else on the map, so it's a free reload. We can reload the revolver too, though I'm not going to need it. There's no way I would need 6 shots in this revolver. But you're done. Do some more reloading. I'm going to move you down closer to the edge. Did not need the AP from Tactical Surge, that's for sure. Alright, they're out of steam. We did it. Alright, well, no damage taken. We just have... And that's kind of how these missions sort of work, is if you really have a lot of upfront damage, and yeah, by the way, having Savagery is a lot of upfront damage. He basically solo killed 4 people. You just kind of get to win the game and outscale people. The mission can often be very, very difficult, because if you don't get ahead of the curve, you are very surrounded. But if you have that much Alpha Strike, they just can't keep up, really, right? Spawns never have high initiative, so if you got ahead of the curve, you instantly one-shot everyone. You play long-range weapons, you don't have to move very far. Even though a lot of that like terrain is hard cover and you gotta like, move to catch them. We have 4 combat classes, and we are just very happy. Okay, so we can choose to buy them if we want. Once we remove their buyer logs, let's chat price. We gained +2 trust, which is nice. That means he's going to pay 2% extra per mission. And we can buy one. We level up some of the squad. That's cool. This is a story mission, so we get, you know, really solid XP, which is nice. And worth noting that this is now going to spawn Carnivore. So some base management, like safe house management, like mission metagaming stuff. Well, really gaming, because it's the game rules. Story missions provide more power level than procedurally generated missions do. At power level 4, story missions generate 0.12 PL, which means dead drop hit plus Carnivore is going to put me at 5.03. It's at the breakpoint of 5, which will upgrade base mission pay, and it'll upgrade loot quality. As far as I can tell, loot quality is based on your power level, not the mission's power level, not like scaled enemy power level. It seems to be pretty clearly true. And so we have this raid on offer, we have this hack mission on offer, and eventually someone else is going to offer us a mission as well. And so ideally, why don't we run these at power level 5? Because keep in mind, proc missions give about like 0.07. So we'd have to run both of these to hit 5 to run Carnivore at PL5 instead. And I'd rather just run Carnivore at PL, 4.9. We're going to have enemies of, I think, power level 9 now. I think we just hit the breakpoint just now. I could be wrong about that one. I have to double check, but when we make the mission, we'll see. But we'll let this mission pop. I mean, odds are very high it'll actually show up as a mission and not a reroll. If it is a reroll, then we're going to take the mission instead, and we're going to be sad, but oh well. Eventually get the better clinic. That'll be kind of nice. Right, so the guns. We have access to the BurnerMouth. The BurnerMouth does a lot of damage, so we can do some quick... hey, just show me like assault rifles and urban assaults, and I guess E-rifles. So here are all the automatics, right? And we can sort by like powerful and rare. So what I'm using is Street Dragon, and this is the BurnerMouth. Okay, so single target accuracy, pretty much the same. Damage, you know, minus 70 ballistic, plus 110 pure, clearly better. Armor shred 1.5x, clearly better. Okay, I'm losing 10 range. That definitely matters. I'm losing 10 optimal, and I'm losing 8 max. But I'm getting way more damage single target. Okay, fine. Worth noting, though, there is a limited number of recoils. Limited number of reloads. 3. 4 shots in a magazine instead of 6, and I only get 3 reloads, so, you know, careful, only 12 shots, but fine. The full auto, we look at, and it's like, okay, minus 9 accuracy, that matters, right? Minus 17 ballistic, whatever, plus 62 pure, way better. Twice the armor shred, way better. Now, can I make up for the 13 meter optimal range difference? Not the easiest, but if I can, it's clearly more damage. Again, limited reloads, but we just saw a combat-only mission where I didn't shoot more than 6 ammo pips, right? So, you know, I would have been fine with the, like... Now, keep in mind, right, this is 3 reloads, so 4 magazines, so 16 shots functionally, not 12. Like, yeah, we didn't need that many shots. And keep in mind, this is, again, more damage. I would say roughly double damage. With, again, more armor shreds, that follow-up damage works better as well. Now, again, you have to make up for the fact that the range is worse, but if you can, yeah, it's just better, right? It's even quieter, it doesn't really matter very much. Anyway, that's how good the weapon is. And to be clear, like, I just think it's better than, say, like, the Longside or something, where accuracy basically identical. Again, minus 50 ballistic, plus 90 pure, clearly better. Minus 133 ballistic, plus 55 pure, clearly better. Armor shred, clearly better. Again, range, right? Minus 18 range matters in full auto. Minus 15 range matters. Like, absolutely. Like, this is shotgun level range, don't get me wrong. You have to make up for this somehow. It's not easy, but, like, it's clearly more damage. It's clearly more damage, but clearly less range. Is that worth it? Your call. Limited reloads is whatever it is. You know, can't silence it. Not a big deal. I don't tend to silence ARs anyway, so who cares? But yeah, there's your math. There's your comparison. You know, how you feel about it's kind of going to be up to you. Random safety save, because why not? Great. So the plan is hope this pops Carnivore and then try to run it. We will probably pull these guys out of the trainer. Well, we'll pull her out of the trainer to run Carnivore. We'll reset our squad. We'll use 2 hacking station leverages because we're about to get our second token. We'll use 2 field ops tokens, same reason. We're going to be building SimStream Detox 2. We're pretty far from that still, though. All right, fingers crossed. Nice. Okay, so Carnivore. We found our cop, District Captain Emmanuel Hayburn. Of course, we need to do a job and prove that we're compatible. But if so, then congratulations, we get a nice Brave Star Captain. Let's break the law together. We can help her dig a pit of corruption so deep she can't climb out, and her only choice is to help us. Great. All right, let's chat. Good, we can connect. I grift, I graft, I skim, I steal. Need a real operator? Sure. I'm a carnivore. There's what the name comes from, by the way. She's a carnivore. She's well connected. She works with syndicates. Great. So, they're planning a raid against the Electric Jackals, which is an up-and-coming criminal syndicate. And they're getting an AI trainer. We're trying to preempt their raid. And she wants to buy the trainer. So that's where the mission payday comes from. So how are they making exploit kits? They have a quantum tank to isolate the trainer. And someone's down there spoofing that trainer. Okay, how do we get the case file? Alright, where'd they get the trainer? Don't know. Why is it in a dump? And actually, it's Blue Ox territory, interestingly, so they're like underneath a gang. So, okay, we can say no. But, yeah. By the time Brave Star SWAT arrives, we'll be long gone. Let's do it. Alright, so Carnivore's ready to be planned. Wonderful stuff. So, Carnivore is power level 9. So, we are just shy of max power level enemies. Right now, the cap is 10. Though because of my difficulty settings, I anticipated this. Normally, if you play the default max difficulty of Chrome with a power level of +3 and a multiplier of 1.3, we hit max power level around like, I think it's like 4.3 or something. Yeah, around like 4.2, you hit max PL and the game doesn't scale anymore. And so I said, okay, well, instead of increasing monster health by 120%, or 125, I forget, and, you know, capping out at like power level 4.2, I'll boost your monster health by another 20%, put it at 145, and that way enemies will keep scaling until I'm like power level like 5.5 or something. I think the breakpoint is, yeah, like 5 point, around 5.4 or something. So I've got some more headway. So durability wise, they're actually tankier than they would be if they were power level 10. Damage wise, they would be, I guess, technically maybe lower. I don't know how they actually handle gun scaling. I just don't know that answer. I haven't seen them, you know, stream Excel enough to see what the numbers actually are or how they determine them. And I don't get shot off enough to collect data. But yeah, this was kind of the point here, was to have sort of like more than PL10 enemies, which is, I mean, going to be fun. So, you know, harder than you're normally going to see these monsters be. Technically, you can scale it even harder if you really, really want to. But the point here is to finish this pistol craft, to put the secondary hacker in and run Carnivore with 2 hackers. And, of course, use things like the hacking station to make this as good as possible. So, we sadly can't... Well, so if we wanted to wait, we could. This is done in 6 days. And so I could get level 3 hacking station and use that to, like, use this quantum ping and reveal the CPU location of the host, and that would be, you know, useful, right? It would be extra leverage that I could use that would be valuable, that would be, you know, useful, right? But I'm also trying to maximize, like, mission power. It doesn't, like, really matter, but, like, if I run this mission now, I get to preempt running it before this conversation is due. And by doing that, it allows me to run this mission when I'm power level 5, increasing the XP rewards and increasing the like loot quality. It also unlocks a map that we haven't done in this playthrough because it's a map that's locked behind being PL5 as far as I can tell. And so we'll be able to play a rooftop ziggurat, which, you know, again, nice upside to get some different content, right? And then we'll, you know, run until enemies are PL10, and get a little bit of like extra loot, feel good about it, and then this will roughly end the playthrough. They posted a community challenge yesterday for me that said, hey, what if you play without upgrading your barracks and have limited mercs? I was willing to play, actually, I will play with only barracks level 1. The challenge is play barracks level 2. I'll just play barracks level 1 with Chrome difficulty, and, you know, we'll play the challenge out, and I'll only have +1 merc ever. It'll be the sibling, by the way. I just won't hire anyone else. And if I get injured, I'll just be really, really constrained, and it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Regardless, though, yeah, either I'll keep playing past Carnivore, or I'll pause this Let's Play to go run the community challenge. Probably do the community challenge, honestly. Didn't know it was going to show up. But anyway, what there is to do is, because I want to preempt this and be PL5 before I grab this dialogue, this means I'm not getting Hacking Station 3, and it means I'm not getting like SimStream Detox 2. Not that it matters here. But that's just going to be a constraint. So our hacking station leverage. I sadly can't reveal the CPU. Too bad, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do this. I could inject here and access the remote control nodes. That's valuable. It's actually quite good. I could give some deck shield. I think it's kind of low value. I think getting action points and IO is actually quite good. So what I'm going to go for is reveal security and action points and IO on the hack. So I have 2 active leverages. I'm going to go here to the field ops center. I'm going to hope they have passive plus move points. We have +2 move points on passive. That's reasonable. Keep in mind, Carnivore, if we go look, Carnivore is a 2-stage mission. We actually have some dialogue. We can open that one as well. Hey, so there's an open raid for a SWAT. They might change their mind and kick down the doors. What's this say? Let's get there quickly then. Okay. Who are the Jackals, by the way? Yeah, they're making a lot of money, so that's something. So if they're right, this territory is run by Blue Ox. You better connect, it could be useful. But a bribe could land us some leverage. So worth noting, we can grab leverage here and come in through the old tunnels instead of running through the normal front. We can buy Matrix Snoop, which I think is worth, by the way. It's only going to be in for Stage 1, unfortunately, but seeing the Matrix host on Stage 1 is worthwhile. If we had a favor with, say, Ghoul, right? Someone with a contingent of D Street Cartel people, we could be like, hey, Ghoul, we're friends, but we don't have any favors with him. And Ghoul's still alive, right? So if we had chosen to side with Ghoul instead of Octane, Ghoul could go and use Bribe Shift to... you know, make the guards weaker at the beginning. That'd be kind of neat. If we had somebody who knew Blue Ox well, we could get Violent Diversion and block reinforcements for a few turns. Otherwise, we could go Hype Rush. Yeah, unfortunately, nope. We don't have one who can do this and give us 8 initiative until end of turn, so oh well. All right, don't have that. It is what it is. But yeah, you know, I will end up doing this. That'll be the path that we plan. We've got a bunch of leverage here. Of course, we'll need a sniper. In fact, I'll want to run 2, worth noting. So we'll basically do all the gear setup, and then next episode we'll actually be running Carnivore itself. But anyway, as far as actual leverage, again, it's a 2-stager, so +2 move points at each stage is very good. Active leverage for +1 move point, +25% move speed, also very good. An alternative is turning off all the cameras for 2 turns. Specifically, it's worth noting, I think it's mentioned here in the mission planning. Maybe it's not actually. Once you get there, and it's like written in the dialogue kind of, but essentially low security level is valuable because they're talking about like, hey, you know, Brave Star SWAT might show up. They're kind of watching the location. Hey, be careful. Essentially, this mission has a trigger if you hit security level 2 that you may want to try to dodge around, right? And so turning off cameras buys you some time for that, right? Ultimately, I'm going to say let's choose speed instead. I think just speed is very, very valuable, and so let's just go be fast. I think that's going to be a good thing overall. So we go back to our timeline. Let's go ahead and finish this pistol. And once the pistol's done, we can just kick her out of the trainer. No need to wait any longer. So pistol's done. Detox is ready to be upgraded. Let's do that. Actually, I'll wait to make sure I don't need money for anything. I shouldn't need to, but we can be a little bit smart about this. You're done training. Congratulations. Well done to you. And so the squad that we're going to run for this mission is we're actually going to take out Code Block. We're going to put in Clementine. Let's go look at gear. We know we need to unequip people who aren't going to be running this one. So let's unequip you. Let's unequip you. And we know that we want to have our hacker have gear again, which is a Street Dragon and a pistol. We'll deal with all the mods in a little bit. And his sister is getting this Street Dragon, this armor, a pistol without mods just yet, but we'll fix that. So let's go to this pistol, drop the mods. Great, looks pretty good. Actually, I should have kept the mods there. Snipers only have 1 set of mods, so there's no point. We can now sell this pistol, actually. But I'll double check that everyone looks good first, but that'll likely be the case. Don't need body mods here. We'll switch from the loud to the quiet pistol mod. But Street Dragon and a big pistol, make the swap here. Street Dragon and a big pistol, make the swap here. And then Clementine can now do the same thing here. Putting on all the mods, feeling good about it. Orbit Assault, Right. We all have 4 Street Dragons. We have 4 Sure Shots. This gun is pretty nice. She's got a basic level 1 cyber deck. Primary Hacker has the level 3. I don't feel like buying another big cyber deck here. That doesn't feel worth it to me. If I look at programs, there's nothing I think really worth grabbing here. Not looking for anything too special. What I'm going to do, of course, is spend points on training, so we can now get a second charge of Downer. That's going to be half decent. We do have talent limit. Oh, shoot! I should have learned Stutter. I wasn't thinking. +1 talent limit was here. I should have learned 1 point in Stutter. 1 action point stun. Very, very good. Worth taking. Mistake to go for Downer here. That's my bad. Oh well. I do have, to be fair, I have a Simstream Tanner token, so I could definitely like use this retrainer and go for it that way. I'll think about it. There's a chance I do that. I might even do it like off camera if I realize that I really care. Have you go for your class training. So again, I know that I want overclock power. I know that I'm going to want null op. So here's the thing. I have 6 points left, right? So I can spend 2 here. I can spend 4 here going for 0 interrupt. I can also spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would take 7. So going up here to 0 interrupt is not going to be really viable. It's just, I'm not high enough level for this to be acceptable. So basically the question is, I mean, I think I'm going 0 no matter what. This is very, very good. And so I have 2 points left. Is it packet loss plus charge, or is it something else? Right? I don't think I need overclock duration. I don't think I need null op damage. So I think it's just going here. And this is my level 8 talent build. At around level 11 or so, when I would actually be going up this way anyway, right? I can unlearn these 3, and then understanding that this costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once I have 3 more points, which to be fair happens at level 10, I can unlearn these 3, path through here, and have the same kind of thing going on. Plus get the null op damage. Maybe at some point get the overclock duration, something like that. She never got the extra cyberware in the head. That's fine. I don't think she super needs it. But this is basically the core squad. They are properly equipped. I have already used all of my leverage tokens, so there's nothing else to look at here. We're going to save, and I guess we can start our next craft. We have 100,000 to go for. What are we going to build? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure if any of these actually feel very good. Maybe some melees. I'm not 100% on this one. This is more damage, right? Yeah, okay. So if we're going to build this, yeah, we don't have the money for it. Okay, so realistically, we're just not going to bother crafting it because these weapons cost too much. I guess if I went for the smaller one, it would be achievable. The question is, do I want to craft a bat or not? And I'm not sure. We have no mods we could build anyway, so it's just, do you want to craft a bat? I'm leaning yes, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I'd rather just back out for now and know that I want Simstream Detox too. Get our second bench. That'll be kind of nice. No other treatment than just we have 2 slots. So, sure. And should I retrain my Cyber Knight? Should I retrain the Cyber Knight in order to... And I think I actually might drop Steamroll for Downer Stutter. I mean, Steamroll's not bad, but I kind of want to play with Big Downer instead, and then just leave Steamroll on red here. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's kind of unwieldy, and so I'm gonna go for that. So I'll respec. We'll still keep all this stuff, but I just find Downer very fun, and so doing it that way. And then, I mean, I'm like 1 point setter. Like, I could just, like, you know, learn Steamroll and go partial. Like, all I really changed was that I'm just going to have, like, not maxed Steamroll. Honestly, I play with maxed Stutter so often, I want to, like, not do it. So I'm just going to go here. This is probably not super optimal anymore. I'm getting 10% move speed for a turn. Like, who cares? But whatever. When I'm level, like, 15, I'll get this up, and then, I don't know, I'll move towards Sync, maybe. It's not the sickest, but whatever. Yeah, honestly, Max Downer is pretty nice. The AoE is now gigantic. 25 crit vuln is really good. 10 evasion is quite solid. -6 initiative is actually pretty meaningful. In terms of, like, if you low rolled somewhere else, your CK can kind of save you. So that's where we're at. Keep overrunning the progress. We're not going back on it. We have one guy in the trainer. We can send somebody else in as well. I don't really see why we wouldn't bother. So who's my second trainer token? Somebody who actually can use the XP, which is going to be the Scourge. Yep, you're going to go get trained. My Vanguard is still detoxing. And yeah, I have no money to do anything with the Nanofab, so next play is going to be running Carnivore. 2-part mission against the Electric Jackals, trying to get there before SWAT shows up. All right, well, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.